All right, we have a massive show this Friday night in Times Square. Times Square, people. I actually cannot believe I am saying those words. When I talk about fights in NYC, I'm talking about MSG. I'm not talking about Times Square. I'm talking about Times Square as a place that you go as a tourist to see. You go and see Times Square, you see all the lights. You do not see fights in Times Square, but that is exactly what we are getting on the Ring Magazine show this Friday night. And people, it is gonna be epic. It is gonna be absolutely epic. On this card, we have three major fights. They are massive fights. We have Teofimo Lopez versus Arnold Barboza Jr., a fight in which I cannot wait to see. A fight in which, I'm not going to lie, people, I'm actually going to go and pick Arnold Barboza Jr. to beat Teofimo Lopez. And I know that might sound somewhat controversial, but hear me out. Over the last 5 years, Teofimo Lopez, the takeover, has turned up twice. He turned up against Josh Taylor, and he turned up against Lomachenko. Every other time, we've just seen a shell of himself, a shadow of the takeover. And I think against Barboza Jr., I think we're going to see that again. I think Teofimo Lopez is going to lose this fight, probably on points. And because when you think about three big fights with three big names, all on the one card, there is always the possibility that one of them will lose. In fact, it's nearly an eventuality. And I think Teofimo Lopez is going to be the victim. I really do. Devin Haney takes on Jose Ramirez in a fight in which I'm really looking forward to as well. A recent victim of Arnold Barboza Jr. Devin Haney, the question marks are there. How is he going to perform? Having been, soundly beaten and beaten up by Ryan Garcia. The fight may be overturned. That's true. But, that doesn't take away the beating he took. I think he'll be just fine. But there is still question marks about Devin Haney. So it's going to be very interesting to see how he looks. And this is his first fight at welterweight as well. So how is he going to cope with the new weight? He's used to always having the size advantage. Well, Jose Ramirez is a big boy, even for 140 pounds. So let's see how he looks. And in the main event, we have people call Ryan Garcia the next big superstar. No, they're wrong. He is a superstar. Ryan Garcia is one of the biggest names, one of the biggest draws in the world of boxing. And he will be headlining in Times Square at welterweight against Rolly Romero. Yeah. It's very rare the headline act is the fight that I'm kind of not the most looking forward to. I'm always looking forward to seeing Ryan Garcia. But we're dealing with one of the weakest world champions I've ever seen in Rolly. And I think this is going to be more of a showcase for Ryan Garcia. Let that left hook go to head and body. And people, I will tell you this now. Do not blink in the main event. Because that main event is going to be over like that. This card isn't just about world champions. Japanese prodigy. He's a prodigy without even making his pro debut. He's making his pro debut on a Times Square card. Let that sink in. Rito Tsutsumi, his amateur record was about 59-2. And he is already being touted as a future pound-for-pound star. You do not get put on a Ring Magazine Times Square show in New York City on the undercard of three world champions, three pound-for-pound kings in their respective divisions, if you are not good. I will be, for one, keeping a massively close eye on this kid. And believe me, the crowd in Times Square, they're going to be in for a treat because it's going to be one of the best spectacles. I'm just sad I'm not there, but I will eventually get to one. People, I think this event is going to be absolutely fantastic. Three massive names in boxing, three big personalities. They all come together in Times Square, New York City, Friday night. The Ring Magazine, live on the Zone. I cannot wait. Let me know what you guys think. Peace.